All right. Officially, my second day of day trading is over. I apologize if you hear some sounds in the background. My little puppy dog is running around chewing on things. Probably should get him to stop, but I'm a little busy right now. Day trading doctor coming back for my second video, second day of trading ever in my life. And I actually have some good news. So today I actually made 4 trades and for a total of 1.1% gain overall, which is pretty great. Pretty happy. We're gonna go over my day trades that I did today. I traded one stock twice and got 0.3% on both of those trades. And then I also did 2 other stock trades just once, and I got pretty similar results. It was not a crazy day in the stock market, so I made a lot of small percentage gains to equate to about 1.1% total gain of my portfolio. So at this moment, I'm doing paper trading, obviously, until I am confident that I can actually make money in the stock market. But let's go over these 4 trades that I made today. Before we get into it, make sure you go down below and subscribe if you are interested in following my journey, because right now I don't know what I'm doing at all. So hopefully I'll less not know what I'm doing overall in the future. So subscribe. All right, so the first 2 trades that I made actually were both of the Ford Motor Company. And so I bought this stock first thing in the morning after I saw this very giant bullish green candle before the long wick on the top had formed. I just saw this general upward trend with the bullish-ish green candles coming up, and I bought at 906, and then I ended up selling right about here at 909 because I did get a little afraid of these big red candles. But I should have known, and I didn't know, I just learned today, that the bottom wick is actually rejecting the lower prices, even though it's a big red candle. The next candle kind of did the opposite. It was definitely a much shorter candle rejecting higher prices. And then strange thing was just a giant green bullish candle, not rejecting really anything, no wick at all. Although there's a little wick on the bottom. But from there, they could have gone anywhere. So I bought again at 906 later that day at about, what is this? About 8:10, I bought at 906 again. Then I actually was really proud of myself for calling this. You know, I noticed that it was rejecting the lower prices, and it was definitely trending up, even though the MACD indicators weren't necessarily saying anything in general. I just thought all the rejection of the lower numbers definitely pointed to an upward trend, and I was correct. Then you see a lot of these doji candles where it's almost a complete mix, almost completely even, no real upward or downward trend there. And then you see a little rejection of the upper numbers, and then it just keeps climbing a little bit, and I ended up selling at 909 again, so that was right about here. I probably now looking back at this, actually no, I'm sorry, that was right about here. That was at that candle at about 9:15 that I sold this for the second time. Both of these were a 0.3% net gain in my portfolio, and so I was pretty happy about that. My portfolio, when I do start investing full-time, is going to be over 25,000, so it's my understanding that this 3 limit is not going to apply to me, although I could be very wrong. I hope I'm not wrong, because I like making these little trades right now. Although this is only my second day trading. And so that was my first 2 trades, same company. And then my next trade, we talked a little bit about this stock yesterday, and that's Fitbit. And I did pretty good today as well. I lost money yesterday. I kind of gained a little bit of it back today. But I bought in at 303, which was right about here. Bought in right about here. I saw a general upward trend. I know there weren't really a whole lot of strong upwards indicators other than this doji candle here rejecting the lower numbers. I definitely did think that based on the information I had, that it was going to continue to trend up. We only had one solid rejection of the higher prices with this red candle here, because this candle is a little more balanced. Then as we go up, we get more balanced but larger green candles showing a definite upward trend. And then I sold at 310, which was right about here. I definitely looked at these two dojis and saw the rejection of the top or the upper or more expensive numbers. Forgive me, I am new to this. This is only my second day trading, so if I make a few terminology errors, forgive me. But if I did know better, I don't know if I would have made any different of a choice. With the information I had, I didn't have any of this over here. I was just looking at this so far. I may have very well waited to see this indication right here of light rejection of lower numbers, and then I would have seen this other doji rejecting higher numbers a little bit more. So I think all in all, I made a good choice there. That was a net gain of 0.2% to my portfolio. And the very last trade that I made for the day was VXX, Bear Claws Bank. And I did pretty good with this too. It was right along with my Ford sells or trades. But as you can see, this is a really healthy upward trend. We have a lot of volume here. We have really strong buy indicators for MACD, and it didn't cross over really until here. And this is actually about when I sold, I believe. So I bought at 25.18, which was right about here, somewhere in this area. I definitely saw a definite upward trend. I saw a lot of green here, and I saw the high volume as well as the MACD building and the RSI building as well. And as I continued up, I started getting pretty excited. I thought that we were gonna get some big money. It didn't end up being that big of money, but I sold at 25.81. which I believe was right. Where did I sell? I believe I actually held on for this for a little longer than I should have, and then, yeah, I sold right around here. And if I were to do this again, I would definitely, I would probably have sold right around here. But then again, we do have that rejection, so if I didn't have any of this information, I may have held on to right about here and just sold at 26.12, which would be a little more than the 0.3% gain that I had with this trade here. But for a second day of day trading, actually being in the green and having a 1.1% gain for my portfolio, I'm actually very happy with that. I feel like I had a successful second day of trading, and I'm really looking forward for tomorrow. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow's gonna be the last day of the week that I can trade. And I'm pretty excited about it. I'm learning a lot. I'm allocating about 2 to 4 hours every single day throughout the day to learning about stock market, about learning about trends, and learning about different indicators. For instance, today I just learned what the long wicks on one side or the other mean, and I also just today learned what doji candles are, as well as what they mean. If you are unfamiliar, I might actually be able to teach you something. So these little dudes are doji candles. And when the wick is high on the top, it means that it's rejecting the higher prices. And apparently it means that on these normal bars as well. If this was reversed and they were on the bottom, it would mean it's rejecting lower prices. So it's my knowledge that even on the larger candles like this, the long wick on one side or the other is still rejecting one price or the other. For instance, this would be lightly rejecting the lower prices, whereas this would be lightly rejecting the higher prices. Generally, it's my understanding as well that you want to base your purchase or sell signals or decisions on more than one candle and more than one indicator. So if I just had this indicator right here, or maybe if I just had, let's zoom out really quick actually. No, still on nodes. use pointer. Yep, there we go. All right. So yeah, even on these bigger ones, so this would be more so rejecting the lower numbers, which would be a good sign that it would be going up. But if you just had these two, it might not be a very strong buy signal or sell signal. Although this is definitely rejecting the lower numbers as well as this is rejecting the lower numbers as well. So you have 3 candlesticks all rejecting the lower numbers, even though 2 are red and 1 is green. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for watching. This is my second day trading. I'm actually really enjoying this. I love the concept of essentially being able to make money out of nothing. It's a lot of fun for me to learn about this, and it's really fun for me to get up early, have my coffee, and just watch the charts develop throughout the day. Definitely learning a lot about trading, and I definitely want to try swing trading as well. I'm probably going to be doing paper trading for a couple more days, maybe a couple more weeks, and I'm going to start in with maybe $100. But before I even start it with a $100 account with Robinhood, I definitely want to make sure that I can actually be profitable and make money day trading. I don't want to go in like 90%. I learned the other day that 90% of people that get into day trading lose money consistently, which is absolutely crazy to me. And I don't want to be that person. I want to at least make around 1% per day growth in my portfolio. That's definitely going to be my goal. Yesterday, if I didn't make the very novice mistakes, I feel like I could have been around 5 to 6%. We had a really good day yesterday in the stocks that I was looking at. And yeah, I feel like I could definitely make 1 to 6% growth for my portfolio per day. Yeah. Thanks again for watching. If you want to follow my journey and keep watching these video updates on my learning process day by day, I'm going to make them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day after market close. And then I am going to do some other stuff. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions or suggestions, because God knows I need them. Bye-bye.